action. Thank you so much for reporting to duty to the Pretty Princess Command Center, episode 13. This is gonna be a girl talk episode and we're gonna have such a good fucking time. I love the girl talk episodes. I love when you girls write into me and you tell me your little dilemmas, or you tell me what you want advice on, or just like a topic that you want to talk about. It's so fun. So as always, the little link to submit anything that you want to submit is down below. It's a Google form, so when you submit it to me, I literally don't know who you are unless you tell me who you are. I don't know your email address. I don't know where you're from. I don't know your name. I don't know anything. It's completely anonymous. So literally, like, people that I know in real life could have submitted things to me and I will never fucking know unless they choose to tell me. But with that being said, I think we should just get right into it because I have missed talking to you guys and I'm so sorry. We are 2 weeks out from a Pretty Princess Command Center episode because I've been slacking a little and I'm so sorry. This is a new little background setup. The only thing I don't like is that you could see me in the mirror potentially. So let me know if you guys prefer this angle or the other angle that it's normally at. I kind of like to have a little bit of variety for each one, but oh well. It is what it is, and we're gonna have a good fucking time filming it. First and foremost, say hi to the vlog. Hey! I'm gonna shameless self-plug because I did this in my other video and I don't know, I just feel like I never do it, so I'm gonna do it. If you're new here, first and foremost, hey. Second, Pretty Princess Command Center on my channel is Wednesdays, and then Monday and Friday is when we have our regular vlogs. So if you like to see what the fuck I do throughout the week, you can see it right here. Alright, let's get into this shit because I have missed you guys. First things first, this one says, "Hi bestie, I'm Julieta from Argentina once again with the worst news ever." Oh no. Also, there's a hair stuck to my lip gloss. "My boyfriend of almost 5 years broke up with me 2 days ago, and I'm feeling I won't be able to get through this." You will. "He said that he needs time because he's not feeling himself and he's trying to figure out how to be better. He said he's feeling very sad internally. We both are in our 20s and we're figuring out our careers, etc. And we're both a little bit lost in track. And he can't be the boyfriend I want him to be. I know you have a full video talking about this." I saw it, obviously. "But how do I not feel bad for this? How do I not blame myself for not being able to be the person he needed? And how do I not feel torn apart for him not wanting to keep trying this relationship? I know it's time for me to learn from my mistakes and try to follow our individual paths now, but I'm gonna miss him so much. He was my favorite person to spend time with. Thanks for your time as always, and I hope you have an amazing day." First and foremost, I'm so sorry. I want to give you a hug. I want to have a girls' night with you. I want to I just want to do anything that you need to do to feel happier. But like you said, in the end of that, I know that you know that it's for your greater good. I know that you know, okay, if he can't be the boyfriend that you need right now, then that was really big of him, and that was really big of both of you to mutually say, okay, listen, we aren't able to be what each other needs right now, and that doesn't mean that there's any lack of love. That doesn't mean that we have any bitter, bad feelings towards one another. It's simply I don't have the mental capacity to give to this person that deserves me at my best. If I can't be my best, this person deserves me at my best, and I can't do that right now, so I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. It's a very selfless thing to do, and I know a lot of people, especially on social media, I feel like a lot of people are so quick to be like, there's no such thing as needing a break to find yourself, there's no such thing as that. Well, yes, on the one hand, I agree, you can 110,000% find yourself, figure out your path, figure out who you are while you're in a relationship. If you both are in the same place of we both are figuring this out together but separately. But if both of you aren't really in that same wavelength, then it's kind of hard to be able to find yourself when you're together. Because think of it this way. If he knows how he's been to you, how he's treated you, how well you guys have worked together, but he knows that he feels so different inside and he doesn't feel good in himself, and he doesn't feel like he's able to provide you the emotional stability, the physical love, the emotional love, all that. He doesn't feel like he's able to provide that for you anymore. He decided to take it upon himself, look, I literally, basically, I feel like, imagine he's been holding this weight that has been so heavy for him, and you can't see it because he's been really good at not showing that it's been heavy, right? So you can't blame yourself for this. If he's carrying this weight, let's say you have your little backpacks on, and as far as you knew, all he had in his backpack was a t-shirt and a water bottle, and what you have in yours is the same exact thing. And that's what you thought he had in his backpack. But in his backpack, he actually has a 50-pound rock, but he didn't tell you because he doesn't want to make you feel bad. He doesn't want to make you have to stop and take breaks and all this. Like, if you guys are on a hike, he doesn't want to make you have to stop and take breaks. He doesn't want to make you have to stop and sit down, because he knows how bad you want to finish the hike. He knows how bad you want to get to the top of the mountain and see the view, right? So obviously he's carrying all this extra weight, and he doesn't want to tell you because he doesn't want to put it on you. He doesn't want you to have to carry it, right? And that's so sweet and so selfless of him. And I think sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect, especially in boy brains. I feel like a lot of times in boy brain, they kind of were raised, and even if it wasn't their parents raising them this way, but just society, they were kind of raised with like, if it's hard and it sucks, that's for you to deal with, and nobody else should ever know about it. Whereas that's not really how relationships work the best. Relationships are literally just partnerships. They're just teams. Like, you can't be on the same team as somebody if they're not willing to pass you the ball once in a while, if they're not willing to, hey, this has been weighing really heavy on me, and I don't want you to feel responsible for carrying it, but it would lighten my load a lot if I was able to let you know how heavy it is. Just being able to let you know, like, hey, this is really heavy, it's really weighing on me, that's enough to make their load lighter. At the end of the day, if you don't come forward and say, hey, I'm dealing with this right now and I really don't know how much attention and love I could give you, okay, here's my counter offer. How can I support you? How can I make this easier for you? And you work as a team. But if he's not doing that, then obviously you can't fucking support him, because you have no idea that he needs the support, right? It fucking sucks. It hurts so bad, especially when it's not a messy breakup. I feel like breakups that aren't messy, that have no bad intentions, no ill will, like, I feel like those suck so hard, because like, when you break up on good terms, it's like, well, what the fuck? Why couldn't we have worked it out? We were so happy. We were so good. Like, we love each other still. Like, why can't we work it out? But it sucks so bad, but you have to have faith that it's for your greater good. It does suck. And I mean, you watched my breakup video. I don't want to be repetitive and repeat everything I've already said in there, but honestly, the best thing for you to do is, if you, I know in the video I said that closure's not a real thing, and saying one more thing isn't gonna get him to come back. Like, he's made up his mind, he's gone. And if for you to be happy, if you just want to say like, hey, I just want to let you know I love you so much and I wish you nothing but the best, for my sake, I'm gonna block you. Just block him. I know that it sucks, I know that it's hard, but get them out of your life. Get him out of your life. If he's no longer yours to have, don't allow yourself the fucking temptation. Like, he said, basically, and this is gonna sound harsh, but stay with me, he said, I don't have it in me to have you in my life right now. It sucks. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love you. It doesn't mean that he never loved you. I'm sure he loves you so, so much. I'm sure that this is literally hurting him too. And I know that you probably are thinking, I know that your mind's probably going like, no, like, he probably already moved on. Like, he's probably already doing this. Like, I know that your mind is probably playing all these tricks on you and making you believe that, like, he's not hurting as much as you are. I can guarantee you he is hurting just as much as you are. He's not ever going to tell you that. He's not ever going to show it. He's not going to repost sad things on TikTok. He's not going to put shit on his Instagram story to let you know that he's sad. Block him. Block him on everything on social media. You know what you're gonna do? You're not even gonna just block his number. You're gonna block his number and then you're gonna delete his number. So even if you wanted to go and block him, you can't, because you don't fucking know his number. You, like, just, you gotta get him out of your life, or else you're not gonna be able to move forward. Because if what you want to do is move forward, and I'm not saying that moving forward means that your paths are never gonna cross again, but at this point in time, you said you both are sad about it, you both are not, like, you both are trying to figure yourselves out, you both are trying to go on your own paths. If you're going this way and he's going this way, guess what? You're gonna meet again, and that's fine. But right now, you two are over here. You're over here. You don't need to be on your path and then quickly running over, hey, how's he doing on his path? Let me look at his Instagram story. Let me text him and ask him how he's doing. No, because you need to go on your path, and if you want this all to work out, keep going, keep going, keep going, and maybe one day you'll meet again, or who knows, maybe one day you'll cross paths and you'll have no fucking interest in this boy. You'll have no business. You'll see him on the street and be like, who, you're what I was so sad over? You know what I'm saying? And you're so young. You've been dating for 5 years. How old are you? I feel like you're in your 20s. You're in your 20s. You're young. I don't care how old of the 20s you're in. You're fucking young. You have so much time. If you're in your early 20s, I'm gonna assume that you probably started dating when you were teenagers. So like 17, 18, 19, probably. I know that when you think back to yourself at 18, you were a completely different person. You are completely different. You're a completely different person than from a year ago, from 2 years ago, from 3 years ago. So if you're in your 20s, you probably started dating early teens, right? Or late teens, like 17, 18, 19, maybe a 20, right? I'm 23. I look back at who I was when I was 21 and I'm like, who the fuck was I? Like, what was I doing? Like, why did I do the things that I did? Like, why did I prioritize the things that I prioritized? Like, who is that? I am a completely different person. That's only 2 years. So if you've been with him for this long amount of time, you guys have changed and you're in the most like malleable stages of adulthood. It's like you are not the same person you were at 18. You're not who you were at 19. You're not who you were at 20, 21, 22, however the fuck old you are. You're different. And maybe you guys have been going on the same path and you guys have been growing up together, and then maybe he started veering this way and you kept going straight and you were like, wait, why are you going that way? Keep going straight. And he would come back to appease you and to be like, oh, okay, I'll come back. But like naturally his path is going this way and yours maybe is still going straight. Maybe yours is going and you don't even realize that it's affecting him, and he's starting to be like, well, you're going that way, so I want to go this way. There's so many things, but the biggest thing, the biggest stepping stone to getting over them is blocking them. I swear to God, it sounds so like, oh, block him and forget him. I'm not asking you to forget the memories. I'm not asking you to forget the good times you've shared together. But you have no business trying to be on his path again. He has no business trying to be on your path again. You guys said, we're not on the same path anymore. Let's go different directions, okay? So go different directions, go different ways, and whatever's meant to be is gonna be, okay? That's my take on that. It was very long-winded, but hey, you never know what you're gonna get over here. This one is from Juliet as well. Julietta, or do you not care? It says, hi sweetheart, Juliet from Argentina here. This one came before her other one, so I guess I'm kind of reading them out of order, but that one sounded more time sensitive. This one says, hi sweetheart, Juliet from Argentina here. I came to discuss the topic you mentioned in your last video about men being the providers and not the leaders. Oh, I think I was talking about this in one of my vlogs. It's literally a topic that gets on my nerves. My boyfriend is so like that. He never has the idea, or it's not predisposed to be clear about, or he's not predisposed to be clear about plans or being organized like that. Like, he likes to pretend everything will come in place. He'll be like, okay, I have an idea. We should go have coffee. And that's all. The part of choosing the place and time, where is it? Please, men out there, share your wishes with your lady, because we're not supposed to be guessing your next move. Sometimes they agree to everything and maybe it wasn't a plan that suited them. We sometimes want to lose control and a little take the wheel sometimes and organize something cute and practical for your girl. Okay, look, listen to you. Listen to you. You're saying, yeah, my fucking boyfriend doesn't put any fucking thought into anything. Guess what? Good for you. He's not your boyfriend anymore, bitch. Good for fucking you. You deserve a man that says, hey babe, hope you have no plans tonight. Be ready at 7 o'clock if that works for you. This is what you're wearing. This is where we're going. Let's say maybe it's gonna be a late night. I'm sending you money to get a coffee because we are gonna be out pretty late. Okay? That's what we want, bitch. That's what the fuck we want. And you're telling me you're sad over this man that didn't do that for you, but you want somebody that's gonna do that for you? You were blessed. You were blessed. That man said, I'm not right for you. I'm not right for you. And you know what? That does suck. I will say, going back to that first one, I fucking hate when they're like, oh, I just can't be the person that you need. No, bitch. Because that, like, it's kind of manipulative in a way, because it's like, wait, you don't get to decide what I need. You don't get to decide. You don't get to tell me what I want. I get to decide what I want. And of course, naturally, your options are letting this person leave or convincing them like, no, you're wrong. I do want you. And so obviously that one's easier. You want to convince them. So one, that's a very manipulative way to leave. And I don't think, I mean, maybe it was, but I feel like a lot of times when people say that, they don't have manipulative intent in mind. It's usually just like, that's genuinely what they're thinking, is like, you deserve better than me. But also, if somebody's saying you deserve better than me, thank you. Thank you. Take it as a blessing. Take it as a sign. Thank fucking God. You literally just told me you're not going to be able to meet my standards. You're not going to be able to meet my expectations. Thank you. But yeah, along with basically what I said was, I saw the TikTok of this woman, and she was saying how men, I feel like, she was saying how men are not natural born leaders, they're natural born providers, whereas women are leaders. And somebody in the comments, it was a man in the comments saying, no, you're completely right. My wife tells me what to do and I make sure it gets done. And that's what we want, because it's like, okay, I don't really have an example, but like just like little things like, hey, I want flowers on the dining room table every Sunday morning. Now, the man's job wasn't necessarily to know that you wanted flowers every Sunday morning, because men don't think as sympathetically and, oh, well, what would make them happy? They're not really geared to do that the way that women are. You know what I'm saying? Like, women usually are, and I know that this is very general, this is very like generalized, and I know that it doesn't apply to everybody. However, generally, women are a lot more like, oh, well, let me make sure I'm considering how it makes them feel. Let me make sure I'm considering how it's going to affect this person. Whereas men are more like, I'm going to go do this. Oh, shit, I didn't know that it was going to hurt your feelings. They're more like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and then if it hurts somebody, I'm so sorry, what can I do to help? They're a little bit more reactive, whereas women are a little bit more proactive. Again, generalizing. However, if you tell a man, I want flowers on the table every Sunday morning, a provider man is going to say, okay, my wife said she wants flowers every Sunday morning. My job now is to fill that want. My job now is to provide. So every Sunday morning, you have flowers on the table. That's the balance dynamic. It's not men are not natural born leaders. Like, look at the animal kingdom. Male lions literally just fucking like sit around all day. Like, they just sit around all day and look at my mane. Look at my mane. It's so pretty. I'm so handsome. While women are, okay, kids, what are we gonna do today? Like, the cubs, they're like, all right, you go do that, you go do that. Like, I'm pretending to be a lion. The mom lions, the lady lions are, all right, let me scout where our next meal is going to come from. I don't think we should be here right now because there's some really big scary predators over there and they might kill us, so let's jump ship and climb up the tree, okay? And the dad's like, okay, kids, we're climbing up the tree, follow dad. You know what I'm saying? They're providers, they're not leaders, and that's what we were talking about. But I don't know, I don't think I'm the most qualified to speak on that conversation, but I think it's a very interesting topic because it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, because how many, like, there's not a whole lot of households in which the man is asking the woman to do something. And it's not because they don't want things done. It's literally because they don't care. Like, if you do something that pisses a man off, they probably won't tell you that it pisses them off. They're probably not gonna be like, hey, I don't like when you do that, can you stop? They'll probably just be like, cool. And in their head, they'll be like, wow, like, I don't really like that. And it'll either build up resentment, which the fucking worst, because you could have just asked me to stop and I would have stopped. But no, now you hate me because you didn't speak your fucking mind. Oh, they're so stupid. Or two, they'll ask you to stop, and you know, usually women are pretty good at, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that was something that was affecting you that much. I'll make sure not to do it again. I don't know, it's fucking funny as hell though. This is already a really long video. I was gonna do 4 responses, but I'm gonna do just 1 more. So, this one says, I'm currently traveling with a friend. I'm a mid-sized girl, and sometimes I can't help but feel that people we meet will like her more than me because she has a smaller build than me. That sounds so silly when I type it out, but in the moment, it's all I can think. How do I make that negative voice in my head shut the fuck up? First and foremost, yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, because you don't need to be filling your fucking mind with that, because that's stupid. I'm gonna tell you, your feelings are valid, your thoughts are valid because they're your feelings. Your feelings are valid because you're feeling them. And if you're feeling them, that makes them valid, okay? However, I'm not gonna tell you that you should continue to have these feelings. I'm not going to tell you that those are something that you should continue to feel without trying to fix. And if you're writing in saying, how the fuck do I make it stop? I'm going to assume you're here for solutions. You're not here to get coddled. So you guys know we don't do a whole lot of coddling over here at the Pretty Princess Command Center. There are so many women in this world that are tiny and want to be bigger. There are so many women in this world that are bigger and want to be smaller. There are so many women in this world that want to put on weight, want to lose weight, want to build more muscle, want to lose more muscle, want to look like this, want to look like that, want to have the curvy body, want to have the stick figure. But like, there are so many different ways to look. And literally, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, you always want something else. I don't know what it is in our human nature, but we are always like, oh, she's this and I wish I was that. Oh, she's prettier than me because she looks like this and I look like this. No, 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 no. And I know that this is a cliche, but you take a beautiful bouquet of roses and then you look at a sunset and you do not compare their beauty. You don't say, well, that's more beautiful than that. No, because you can't compare them. You can't compare them because this bouquet of roses is so, so beautiful because it's a beautiful bouquet of roses. Just the way this sunset is so, so beautiful because it's a beautiful sunset. And listen. I have experienced this so many times, especially with my bigger tittied friends, because I'm not working with much up here. I'm not working with much at all. So when I see them, I'm like, damn, I wish I had your titties. Damn, I wish I had your titties. And when I was like 18, 19, and you know, we would go out on boats and stuff, and they would be in their bikinis with their nice titties, I'd be like, I bet these guys probably think that they probably like her so much better because she has bigger boobs. And like, first of all, how stupid does that sound? How stupid does that sound? Exactly. I know that you told me like, Kat, what the fuck? That's so stupid. Exactly, because it is stupid. It is fucking stupid because guess what? That's me placing my self-worth, not even in what I look like, but what the comparison between me and my friend looks like. It's not even me putting my self-worth in my outward appearance. It's me placing my self-worth on this external opinion that others might have that maybe they prefer my friend because her boobs are bigger than mine. So it's not even remotely related to me anymore. It's literally me saying, they don't like me because I have smaller boobs. They like her better because her boobs are bigger. Are you kidding? How fucking stupid is that? How fucking stupid is that? You are always going to wish that you had something that you don't have. That's human nature. And no matter how much you love yourself, yeah, you're always going to wish that. But there has to come a point where you're like, this is me. I am who I am. This is what I look like. There's no getting out of it. So maybe I should stop fucking looking at everybody else, wishing that I looked like them, wishing that this, wishing that, and I should put all that energy that I'm putting out into, oh, I'm so upset, like, she's so much smaller than me, oh, she has so much more muscle than I, oh, her boobs are bigger than mine, her butt's bigger than mine, her leg. No. Because it's one thing to be able to look at somebody and say, wow, you're so beautiful, I wish I looked like you. And you could say that from a place of, I love myself and I know I'm beautiful, but also if I looked like you, oh my fucking god, I'd be stoked. But also I look like me and I'm stoked on that too. There's a difference between that and, oh my god, I wish I looked like you. I'm not a good person. I hate myself. No. And you know that because you said yourself that you felt stupid typing it out. You said it yourself. So you know how fucking stupid it is. And I know that it's so hard to make that voice stop. I get it. And I don't know how old you are. You didn't tell me how old you are. So I can't say, but I can say from experience, my 18, 19-year-old self had those thoughts of just like, damn, like, she has really nice tits and I got nothing. I bet the guys like her better. That's disgusting. If 23-year-old Kat was sitting next to 19-year-old Kat on that boat, and 19-year-old Kat looked over to me and said, yeah, the guys probably like her better because her boobs are bigger. I'd be like, are you fucking dumb? I'd probably push that bitch off the boat. I probably would push that bitch off the boat because what the fuck? You are made exactly how you were supposed to be made. Like, there is no better way for you to be made in this whole entire world because you are the only you that exists in this whole universe. There is not another you out there. There's not somebody that looks like you, talks like you, dresses like you, acts like you, thinks like you, learns like you. There's literally no other version of you. And if you can't see how fucking sick that is, like if you can't see like, oh my fucking God, I literally am the most perfect version of me to ever fucking exist. If you can't see that for what it is, then you need to be spending your time up here, in here, connecting the two, making your heart prettier, making your mind prettier, working on your habits that make you feel good, okay? And you need to spend way less time doing shit with people that make you feel bad. And guess what? It's not your friend's fault that you feel bad. And I'm sure that you know that. It is not her fault that you feel bad. Unless she literally comes up to you and says mean shit to you and condescending shit to you. But if you are in a place right now where you can't hang out with her without feeling like the people that you meet are going to like her better, you need to remove yourself from that situation. And it's not because she's a bad friend, and it's not because of anything that she's done, but it's literally for your own sake. You need to say, I don't have a healthy mindset when I'm around you. You don't need to tell her this, but for yourself, you need to know, like, you need to realize, I don't have a healthy mindset when I'm around you because I compare myself to you a lot, and that's not healthy for me. And I'm gonna take myself out of this situation and spend a lot of time healing my mindset about myself, healing my self-image, finding new ways to give myself self-worth that doesn't come from my outward appearance. And until you can do that, I think you need to remove yourself from that situation. And like I said, you don't have to tell her, you don't have to do this. Like maybe when you guys hang out, you just only agree to plans where you guys are just like staying home and you're not going out with people. And if she doesn't understand that, and then if she asks why, to be like, hey, like I've noticed like we haven't really gone out lately, like are you okay, like do you not want to go out anymore? You can literally just tell her, be like, yeah, like I'm just trying to really focus on myself and my mental health, and I'm trying to really prioritize the way that I view myself, because I was noticing I was just falling into some really unhealthy habits, unhealthy patterns, and there was just really like negative thoughts going through my head when we were out with people, and I'm just trying to build myself up to a place that when we do go out again, I'm not having those thoughts. Like those thoughts are the last thing that would ever enter my mind, okay? Because you're fucking beautiful. You're literally the most perfect version of you that there ever will be on this earth. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but Miss Cher Horowitz didn't get cast to play Dion. Just like you didn't get cast to play your best friend. You didn't get cast in your own life to play anybody but you. So you need to start fucking acting like it, okay? Okay. God damn it, I fucking hate when you pretty princesses don't know that you're the prettiest princess of all the land. It makes me so mad. So anyway, on that note, I think we have concluded the Pretty Princess Command Center, episode 13, and I hope you have a good fucking day.